Billy, after observing Charles Manson very closely for more than 9 months, what do you personally think of him?
Well, he's, from an artistic standpoint, he's a man of 1,000 faces. He said that on the witness stand, and it's really true. He has more expressions on his face than possibly anyone I've ever, really observed before. He can be, very angry, and then at the same time, a little later, maybe express a very gentle quality. It's amazing, really, to watch that. And just from a personal standpoint, he, really has exhibited these qualities, which are very unusual, I think.
Which of these characteristics did you observe most of the time?
Well, unfortunately, I think there were only a few exceptions when he became violent, and the rest of the time he seemed to be, in a very carefree mood. Not really, well, more or less just as like he was enjoying everything that was going on, and that was kind of the impression that I got, and also from the three girls as well.
You think they got a fair trial?
Yes, I do. I certainly do. I think the judge and the jury should be really commended for, what sitting through 9 months, first of all, and then I think if also the jury for taking off from their jobs and listening to the testimony. I think they did. I think they evaluated it in the same way that I would have evaluated it, and I think they came out with a proper decision.
Your shot, just a two-shot. Just tell me anything. How did your husband like his job?
Oh, he enjoys it very much. He works with General Electric computers, and he's been working with them now about 2 years, and he really enjoys it.
Well, the only thing I know about computers is the fact that they have some knobs and buttons on them and that sort of thing. But you must be very opposite since you pursue art and he pursues computers.
No.
I will let a couple of frames go by the camera. And even the defendants talked about it, but what do you think motivated these 4 people to do the things they've been convicted of doing?
Well, that's a difficult question. I don't know if anyone really knows.
What's behind it?
I'd say possibly drugs could be, could be a major source of the problem. I think Manson being a habitual criminal has something to do with it. And I don't know, it's just very difficult to say. I don't know if anyone can really, pin it down as to what caused it.
They seem to enjoy restating their position that they felt no remorse over the killings. Is that really true, do you think?
Yes, I really think that's true. When I observed them on the witness stand, they seemed to be, again, very carefree, very, they seemed to feel like they were right in what they did, but there was nothing wrong with doing what they did, so I don't know, it's really kind of a sad situation, They really didn't feel any remorse at all that I could
screamed at Judge Older that he wasn't able to put on his own defense. Do you think Irving Kinerick did defend Charles Manson in the trial?
Well, yes, in a way. I think Kinerick may have done what Charles Manson wanted him to do. I'm not sure that Charles Manson really wanted a defense in the first part of the trial.
Or was it an adequate defense?
I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to say on that. I really wouldn't say on that question.
What was the most dramatic moment in the trial to you?
I think the most dramatic moment was when Charles Manson leaped over the counsel table and made an attack upon the judge, tried to make an attack upon the judge. And that was, I think, by far the most dramatic moment. So I don't think anybody expected him to really do that.
If you can think back to that moment, what went through your mind at the time when you saw it all happening? Could you believe it?
Oh, well, first of all, I had difficulty seeing it because the attorneys all jumped up, and they blocked the artist's view. And so we were a little uncertain as to what was going on at first, and then we could see them struggling on the floor. And then the 2 bailiffs put him under control, got him under control. And I was very surprised and kind of wondering, what's going to happen next.
You sat in the courtroom with some of the top journalists from all over the world covering the trial. What's your opinion of them?
I have a very high opinion of them.
What did you learn about news reporters as you observed them operate, as you observed them interviewing attorneys in the hallways and so on?
A very active group, and they seem to be very thorough in their job. And I thought they did from what I observed, I think most of them did a very good job on of reporting on the trial. And
the publicity did not influence the jury, in your opinion, from your standpoint, what you observed?
Not at all. Not at all. I don't think it influenced the jury at all.
You saw the thing yourself each day as it unfolded, and then you got home at night, you heard the news reports, you read the papers. Was it generally treated very fairly or not?
Yes, I think so. I really do. I think everything that I observed during the trial, each day was almost invariably, very accurately reported upon. And I can think of no instance where something to the contrary, was said on the news that when it actually did not happen in the courtroom. I know of no instance.
After observing him at very close range for more than 9 months now, what do you think, personally, of Charles Manson? The attorneys have talked about this and the defendants themselves, but I wonder what you think motivated these people to commit the crimes that they're convicted of committing. That isn't what I said the first time around. What do you think motivated these people to commit these crimes? Do you think they got a fair trial? What was the most dramatic moment of the entire trial? What do you think was the most dramatic moment in the trial?
That's enough.